Yum! Look at this rustic berry tart that Jan and I are making for you.
To begin our rustic berry tart, you can see we have 6 cups of fresh berries. Now we're using a combination of blueberries and raspberries. You can also use blackberries. We have found that works well in here. Next thing we're going to do is add 1/2 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of flour, and a dash of salt that I have mixed together already, and we're going to put this onto the berries. Stir that up a little, and to that we're adding 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice and the zest of 1 lemon. I'm going to stir all of this up, let all the flavors mellow together, and Ronnie's going to start making the crust.
I rolled out our puff pastry into approximately a 13-inch square. I'm going to fold it, shake off some of the excess flour, laying it onto a sheet of parchment paper and unfolding it. Going to get it stretched out nicely here in your parchment paper. Then I'm going to take a fork and just poke a few holes kind of around in the center area of the pastry. And of course that will let any air that's trapped underneath come out and not make the pastry bubble up.
I'm going to mound all of our gorgeous berries into the center of our pastry. You can see the flavors and all the sugar has dissolved, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful.
You know, one thing too, Jan, in addition to berries, you could also use other types of fruit here. You could use apples, you could use nectarine, pears, plums, peaches, really any kind of fruit that you like that cooks well. You could definitely use it.
Yeah, I think whatever in season would be best, because that seems to be the fruit that tastes the best that time of year. So whatever in season, just go to your heart's desire on this one. All right, now we've mounded all of that in. Let's spread it out just a little around the edges. And at this point, remember, this is a rustic tart. We're going to fold up our edges so it's very uneven around the edges like that.
You're kind of making a rim around the outside edge to retain all the juices from the fruit.
And at the ends, you'll see there's more pastry, so just kind of fold that up a little. And this is what's going to make it look like it's a natural dessert.
And then we're going to take what's called an egg wash. You know, most of you probably know about that. It's just a little mixture of egg and water that you beat up and put that around the outside edges of the pastry. And what that will do is it will help the pastry to brown nicely. And Jan's waiting for me to get out of her way so that she can go on with the next step.
Well, I'm going to start doing that.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to put, this is a total of 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. I'm going to put that on the egg wash all the way around to add a little extra sweetness.
And as soon as we are both finished with our jobs, we are ready to let the oven do its job, which is going to be 375 degrees for about 20 minutes or until this pastry is nicely browned.
I think we're about ready, Ronnie. What do you think? Looks
I
good?
think so. It looks great. Now, when it comes out of the oven, you're not going to cut into it right away. You're going to give it about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to rest so that all the juices kind of go back into the fruit.
We're going to go ahead and make the cinnamon sweet cream while the tart is baking. We will be pouring over our cool tart. A nice idea, and I think you're going to enjoy this recipe. It's 1 cup of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar with a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon, and a dash of vanilla. We're going to stir this all together, put it in the refrigerator, and have it continue to cool while our tart bakes. We've sliced our rustic berry tart, and we're going to now put this wonderful sweet cinnamon cream over the top, and you're ready to eat, Ronnie. I can tell. Look at you. Oh! Drizzle as much as you like. Oh, this looks delicious.
Sure does. Wow.
Oh, I'm ready. Go ahead, start.
Okay, well remember, you can find Designing Dishes on Facebook, Gmail, Twitter, just about any other place in the social media that you want to look. Designing Dishes.
I'm Jan.
And I'm Ronnie.
And I'm going to start eating.